Students, we'll begin with a very important part today of second topic, that is mathematical methods, and that is something called as unit vector. Now what is a unit vector? Unit vector is a vector having unit magnitude and a typical direction. I repeat, a vector having unit magnitude and an arbitrary or a given direction. Now what is the meaning of unit magnitude? Means 1. It may be 1 meter, 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter, 1, something 1. The value is 1. Okay. So such is what is referred to as unit magnitude. Point number 1. Point number 2. Always a unit vector is shown by a cap over his head. Like how a vector is shown by an arrow over his head, like that a unit vector is shown by a cap over its head. डोक्यावर कॅप, त्याला युनिट वेक्टर दाखवताना कधीही डोक्यावर कॅप दाखवायची. अँड इफ यू वॉन्ट टू शो अन ॲरो यू हॅव टू शो अन इफ यू हॅव टू शो वेक्टर you have to show an arrow over its head. One thing. Next, what is a unit vector formula? A unit vector is always given by the ratio of the vector to its magnitude. समजा m is the vector. The unit vector in the direction of vector m is the ratio of vector m to its magnitude. Magnitude म्हणजे वरती arrow घेतला नाही ना की ती स्केलर क्वांटिटी झाली मुलांना, म्हणजे इट हॅज नो डायरेक्शन. सो द रेशिओ ऑफ द वेक्टर टू इट्स मॅग्निट्यूड इज कॉल्ड एज अ युनिट वेक्टर. सो व्हॉट इज अ युनिट वेक्टर? अ वेक्टर विथ युनिट मॅग्निट्यूड, म्हणजे हुज व्हॅल्यू इज 1. इट हॅज अ डायरेक्शन, नो डाऊट. स्टुडंट्स, यू हॅव कम अक्रॉस द कोऑर्डिनेट ॲक्सिस हिअर. एक्स ॲक्सिस, वाय ॲक्सिस, झेड ॲक्सिस. ते कोरोना बिरोना कडेला ठेवा. 12वीपर्यंत संपीसपर्यंत हे कॉन्सेप्ट्स तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवले पाहिजे, बिकॉज इट्स दॅट इम्पॉर्टंट स्टुडंट्स. ओके, नेवर फॉरगेट दीज थिंग्स बिकॉज दे आर द मोस्ट बेसिक थिंग्स फॉर युअर फिजिक्स पार्ट ऑफ सिलेबस. इफ दिस इज द एक्स ॲक्सिस, वाय ॲक्सिस अँड झेड ॲक्सिस, then unit vector along the x axis is always represented as vector I. Unit vector along y axis is always represented as vector j. Unit vector along z axis is always represented as vector k. ये गाठ बांध लो. हाँ, never forget these things. Now, what is unit vector I? It is the what is vector I? It is the vector. What is vector I? It is the unit vector along x axis, which is given by the ratio of vector to its magnitude. What is unit vector j? What is vector j? It is the unit vector along y axis, which is given by the ratio of the vector y to its magnitude. What about unit vector k? What is k? Vector k. It is the unit vector along z axis, which is given by the ratio of the vector to its magnitude. Students, वरती वेक्टर घातली ना की त्याला डायरेक्शन आलं. If you are not considering the direction, if you don't show it by the arrow, it is only a measurement, that is magnitude. ठीक है, very important part. Vector I, vector j, vector k are the unit vectors along x, y and z axis, which are given by the ratio of the given vector to its magnitude. कळतंय? हे विसरू नका प्लीज. हाँ, this part is important. Okay, after this, students, what we are going to do is we are going to discuss multiplication of vector. Multiplication. समजा, if a vector p is multiplied by a scalar, let me call it as a small p, then we get a result. Resultant vector is a vector. You never get a scalar quantity. Conclusion, a vector multiplied by a scalar gives me a vector. I never get a scalar. I'll repeat, vector multiplied by a scalar always gives a vector. That is the speciality of multiplication. Next, we will discuss something called as parallel vectors. Now, what are parallel vectors and what are anti-parallel vectors and how to find their resultant? If vector p and vector q are the two vectors acting along the same direction, then the resultant of these vector is given by the addition of the two vectors and is in the same direction as that of the two vectors. समजा P is 4 centimeter, Q is 2 centimeter. Resultant is vector P plus vector Q, that is obviously 6 centimeter. If two vectors of given magnitude and direction are in the same direction here, then the resultant is their addition, and whose direction is same as the two vectors. This is the concept of parallel vectors. Means if two vectors are acting in the same direction, conclusion is that you have to add them. And what is the direction? Same. Whatever resultant you get, the direction of that resultant is same as the two vectors. Now anti-parallel vectors. Now what are anti-parallel vectors here? If vector P is acting in one direction and vector Q is acting in the opposite direction, then the resultant is always the greater vector minus the smaller vector. Always resultant is the subtraction of the two vectors, which is equal to the greater vector minus the smaller vector, and the direction is given in the direction of the greater vector. ही speciality है anti-parallel vectors ची. If two vectors are acting in opposite direction, then the resultant is given by the subtraction of the smaller from the greater, and direction of the resultant is in the direction of the greater vector. आता क्वेश्चन असा येतो की हे पॅरलल आहेत, हे अँटी पॅरलल आहेत. If the vectors are acting like this, are in this direction, meaning if they are in inclined position, what do? We in that case use the very important, if the two vectors are neither parallel neither anti-parallel, but they are inclined like this, vector P, vector Q. Very important. This is, if you are going to find, if you are interested in finding out the resultant of these two vectors P and Q, if you are interested in finding out the resultant of these two vectors, students, then I have to use the law of triangle of vectors. Very important from examination point of view. Law of triangle of vectors. What is that? Let vector P be represented in magnitude and direction by the side OA of the triangle. एक अंदाज देते. Let vector P be represented in magnitude and direction. We'll put it like this. 1 minute. Let vector P be represented in magnitude and direction by the side OA of the triangle. Let vector Q be represented in magnitude and direction by the adjacent side. Then students, the resultant is always given by the third side. Resultant is always given by the third side of the triangle, drawn from where starting point of the first vector to the end point of the second vector. I'll repeat. If two vectors which are not acting in the same direction are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of the triangle, that is by side OA and AB respectively, then the resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the third side, whose how is the direction? From the starting point of the first vector to the end point of the second vector. That is the law of triangle of vectors. Very very important. हे law of triangle of vectors कधी वापरायचा? When the two vectors are not acting in same direction, they are acting in opposite direction. Are you okay here? This is the law of triangle of vectors. I'll repeat. Very important part. Exam मध्ये compulsory. बरेचदा exams मध्ये I have noticed that it comes in the this question is very common. If two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of the triangle, then the resultant is represented by the third side, because triangle has three sides. त्याची डायरेक्शन नोट करा, फ्रॉम द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द फर्स्ट वेक्टर टू द एंड पॉइंट ऑफ द सेकंड वेक्टर. हे महत्त्वाचं आहे. नाव by using the law of triangle of vectors, we can verify some laws of vector addition. Laws of vector addition. One is something called as commutative law. What is that? Commutative law says that vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. कसं prove करायचं ते? Use this. See here. We'll put here like this. Commutative law. By using the law of triangle of vectors, we can prove the commutative law. That is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Concentrate. हे बघा. Let vector A be represented in magnitude and direction by the side OP. Vector B be represented in magnitude and direction by the side PQ. From the law of triangle of vectors, this is vector R. I'll draw it bigger. तुम्हाला हे जरा सुटसुटीत करून दाखवते. हे बघा. समजा this is vector. Okay, I'll show it as vector A. I'll show it as vector B, vector A, vector B. This is vector R. Just look. Now this is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. So what do we end up here? Vector A is represented in magnitude and direction by the side OP. Vector B is represented in magnitude and the direction by the side PQ of the triangle OPQ. Then resultant is given by what? It is definitely vector A plus vector B. बरोबर. हाँ, आता vector side OP is parallel to this side here. Therefore, this is vector A, this is vector A. Side PQ is parallel to this side. Hence, this is vector P, this is vector P. Now tell me, I apply the law of triangle of vectors here. For this particular triangle. आता OQ ना इथं R घाला पाहिजे तर R नको S घाला. From the triangle, from this particular triangle here, tell me what do we get? Vector P plus vector A is equal to vector R. What I have proved here? What we have proved here? What we have proved? B plus A is equal to A plus B. I'll repeat. Hey, vector A, this is vector B, this is resultant. From the triangle OPQ, R is the resultant shown by OQ. I've done some construction by drawing A as parallel to A, this side, and B, this vector B as parallel to this side. Apply the law of triangle of vectors to this triangle OPQ. What do we get? Vector A plus vector B is equal to vector R. Similarly, I will apply the law of triangle of vectors to this side OSQ. Vector B plus vector A is equal to vector R. What do you proved here? One side is equal means other sides are naturally equal to each other. It shows that B plus A is equal to A plus B. That's it. कळते मला ना? हाँ, सेम थिंग I was showing here also. This is more. हा triangle घेतला की ही vector R झाली. If you select this triangle and follow these arrows, this will be the resultant. कळते? That's it. For today I will stop. We'll continue tomorrow again.